I'm Dr. Marcia Becherel. I am a medical doctor, an integrative well-being specialist, and the creator of Neuro Emotional Integration method called NEI. I would like to just briefly also tell how I came to where I am today. It has been a long journey, eventful, and I'm very grateful. I'm truly grateful for it. Since young age, I am a bit unconventional, living outside the box. I was born in Taiwan and moved with my family to Brazil when I was 10 years old. That's a big change. And in Brazil, I grew up, went to school, and I went to medical school, so I became a medical doctor. Yet from early days, even when I was a medical student, I was starting to feel frustrated with the Western medicine system because I felt that it was incomplete, and that I was still a medical student. But I feel that most of what I was doing is just prescribing medications or giving antiparasitics and not really addressing the real cause. So I felt that it was incomplete. And I also felt that I was in a way disempowering my patients for becoming dependent of the medical system and on the prescription drugs for the rest of their life, rather than I thought there must be a way where we can address the root cause and actually give the power back to them, the power, the responsibility, and the health by addressing the issues and not depending on medications for the rest of their life. And so from then on, I start my search for a holistic approach to healing and well-being. And this took me to US to do a PhD in molecular and cellular biology to have a deep understanding of human body and how it works. And so I did that. So I did my PhD and continued doing the medical research for 10 years. And even though I loved that work, I loved the research, I was reminded that, I really love working with people. That's why I became a doctor. And so 10 years later, I returned to Brazil and decided to go back to clinical medicine. So I went and did a residency, a specialization in children's health, in pediatrics. At the same time, I also studied homeopathy. So in Brazil, just as many different countries, I know France, maybe UK, that homeopathy is actually a specialization of medicine. So you have to be a medical doctor in order to practice homeopathy. So I studied homeopathy and learned that it actually worked really well with children and for animals as well. So there were actually a lot of veterinarians studying homeopathy. Seems to work really well. And so at that moment when I finished my residency, my specialization in pediatrics, intention was to open a pediatric clinic, work with children, and mostly working with them, treating them with homeopathy. That was my idea. However, life, the universe has other plans for me. So at that point, my marriage of 10 years to my ex-husband, who is Brazilian, ended. And so I decided to pack my bags and travel. And my travels, I left Brazil, and my travels took me to France, where I met my now husband, Olivier. And so in France, I went back to doing medical research because it would take me years to re-license as a medical doctor in France. Then in 2002, Olivier and I, we migrated, moved to Australia. Very grateful. That's another turning point in my life, and we're so grateful to be here and call Australia home for 18 years now. And since we came to Australia, I then decided to take a step back and really look for what would I really love to do, and still my quest for a holistic approach to health, healing, and wellness. And so I decided to study naturopathy, became a naturopath. And in the process, I realized that well-being is not just the physical body, but we also have a mental, emotional, and a spiritual body. And that then took me to stepping into the world of personal development, where I then started studies and became a master practitioner and trainer of NLP. So my first works in around emotions was using NLP. The following year, I met Dr. John Demartini, and his body of work really resonates, really hit home. And so since then, 2009, both Olivier and myself, we have been studying with Dr. John Demartini. He is the principles of universal laws, principles and human behavior that applies to all different areas of life. Principle that he teaches has become really the foundation and the reference point for our everyday life, in our personal life, in our business, is the foundation. Then I became a Demartini Method facilitator, a certified Demartini Method facilitator, and I started working extensively with clients using the Demartini Method. In the meanwhile, because I was looking for, still in my search for a holistic approach, I also came across NET, so I trained in NET, which is Neuro Emotional Technique, which is, it uses the applied kinesiology to locate energetic blockages in our body due to our emotions and clear them. NET and the Demartini Method has been the two modalities that I most extensively been working with clients. One, work mostly in the body, resolving the energetic blockages and hence shifting, dissolving the emotions. And the Demartini Method, where we, through cognitive processing and balancing our perception, balancing our emotions, we also come to a place of open heart and gratitude and seeing the underlying divine order, hidden order in every event in our life. And I'm also trained as a heart mass practitioner. So in 2009, Olivier and I created, we are both in research, so Olivier is also a scientist. We created Masters to Success, a coaching and training business. And then I mostly been working with my clients using the Demartini Method and NET. And I found, even though my clients were having great results, I still felt that there was still a gap, because I was either working with the mind, even though the Demartini Method starts as a cognitive process. However, we drop down into the body and we get inside, we get the learnings, and we get to that place of open heart, appreciation, and gratitude and love. However, with the Demartini Method, we can only work with memories, emotions that we have conscious memory. So we cannot access memories that we have no consciousness, no remembering. And with NET on the other side, it's great in dissolving the energetic blockages, and the shifts are also very powerful. However, we don't get the conscious integration, the conscious insight, which leads to the learning, the appreciation, and the gratitude and love. And that's why in 2017, through the years, I start having insight and starting to merge the Demartini Method, the NET, and also all the other modalities, all the experiences, knowledge, experience, skills that I had prior. And so Neuro Emotional Integration was born. So I created the Neuro Emotional Integration Method, NEI, which is truly a process, a method that integrates the mind and body for emotional healing and holistic well-being. My mission was really bringing me joy, is to help individuals break through the emotional baggage that clouds their vision and keep them stuck, so they can uncover who they truly are and live an inspired, authentic, and fulfilled life in alignment with their true purpose and potential. That's what's really bringing me great joy.